Can you guys hear me? Oh, thank God. Okay, very cool. How's it going, guys? Super good to see you all. Fire breathing hamster, what's up, man? Mo Patty, always happy to have you. Uh, Jen Blaze TB, my man. So good to see you, bro. MK Ultra 42. I like the new name. Big fan. Nick Travaglini, what's going on, bro? Waylon Godfrey, what's up, man? Yep, good to see you, bro. Thank you for that. Marco Ye, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being here. Hempfble926. What's going on? I don't know why I'm reading the numbers after the names. There's literally no point. Like you get what I'm saying before I get to the numbers. We're gonna let a few more people roll in. I need to figure out how. I need to figure out how to have a live stream like going with music. That way, everybody can spend a few minutes like showing up and kind of be like inside the stream before I start. I don't know how to do that. I haven't learned how to do that yet. I will learn how to do it. I just haven't yet. Um, Also, I have settled on a sound effect for whenever people, uh, subscribe, donate, um, or like membership milestones and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'm not going to share the sound effect until I have it ready, though. I don't have it ready yet. So let's see. We were going to talk about, or I was going to talk about some of the stream stuff, the sound effect. That's good. What's up, Nick? What about the waiting room? Well, Patty, were you? Oh, I forgot. I think I can click on, can I click on comments? I don't know if I can bring comments up. I did not know Jay Kovac made a knife called the MK Ultra. I feel like I've heard MK Ultra before, though. Was that in a movie or something? I can't remember. I appreciate you, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, no kazoo. No, I just want it to feel like it's, I want it to have an atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, because right now it's just like super bright bathroom lights, and there's this thing in the corner, which is kind of annoying. Um, so yeah, I just want to set it up to where it's like a vibe. You just show up, kind of like when you go to Middle Complex. Not everybody likes the vibe, but like when you go there, there's a vibe. You've got the Nintendo music in the background. You've got him talking way too loud, and the chat's flying a few miles an hour, a few hundred miles an hour. Um, but you can still settle into the vibe, right? Same way with who else? Tri-State, right? He's got a whole vibe, right? So I just want to set my live stream up to kind of have a personality to it. Like when you show up and it's like, okay, we're with Sever 7 now, right? We can relax. We can have a good time. The music's just right. The lighting's perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like me taking the entire chat out on a date, right? So Okay, so the chat can be the atmosphere, and maybe I'm just setting the mood, right? But I don't think these sulfuric lights are doing anybody any good. And it just looks janky, right? It looks like this is like, I don't know, it feels like the trailer park of live streams. You know what I'm saying? In production value, right? And sound. I just need to increase the production value. Nebsick, what's going on, bro? Ben C, the Illuminati and brainwashing Project Monarch and stuff. Oh, that's what MK Ultra was. Thank you. That's what that was. It was not a movie. That was real life. Interesting. Thank you for that, Nick. That explains it crystal clear. MK Ultra, I totally believe in you. You can definitely turn that around. You're already turning it around for me. Jelly Jerry, what's going on, bro? Hey, so for anybody that doesn't know, Jelly Jerry is a he's a knife designer. He's like this guy pumps out designs that are so crazy good and so unique, and he makes so many of them. He is a like he many of his knives have been produced. They've sold with huge success. Jelly Jerry is a fantastic, fantastic designer. I aspire to get to his level because I don't know how he does it. I'm like one design every 6 weeks kind of guy, right? Jelly Jerry is like one design every 6 hours kind of guy. You know what I mean? He just pulls them out of thin air. So super cool to have Jelly Jerry in the chat. Um, he actually has some designs. I'm sure he has designs coming out with everybody, but I know he's got some designs cooking with Ketuo. Hey, Addicted Blades, what's up, man? Rocking those emojis. I appreciate you, bro. I had to make those swords, right? I know they look super basic, but I had to make those. Uh, yeah, super cool. Appreciate you flexing in the chat, bro. Um, but yeah, he's just an awesome designer. So you guys should be like, give him kudos and stuff like that. Really happy to have him here. Help with gadgets. What's up, man? Good to see you, D Letterman. What's up, bro? Happy to have you in here. TC Blades. What's up, man? I appreciate that, TC. He said, I love how clean your production is to the point it's all about knives. That is very true. I'll occasionally gripe about my inability to navigate stream software. Other than that, it's all about knives. Yeah, this feels good. This feels like home, guys. All the familiar names rolling in. I I mean, don't get me wrong, new people are also welcome, but it's just like, you know, whenever I see these names, I'm like, okay, I know this place. I've been here before. This feels very good. Do your thing, Mo Patty. Beekeeper, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to give it maybe 2 more minutes. I think let a few more people roll in here. I'm not sure what we're at right now, but we'll let a few more people roll in, and then we'll jump into the knives on the table. If everyone could do me a solid, this is my Blade HQ link. If everybody could click on that and just like let Blade HQ know that I'm sending people to their link, it's a huge help for the channel. And it the more activity I can generate on Blade HQ, the more likely they are to send me knives for review. So that would be super appreciated if we could get just a couple people to go to the link, and you don't even have to buy anything. Just use the link, and that sends a notification to Blade HQ that I'm driving people to the site. Super appreciate that. Okay, so I think we're good to go. I'm sure we'll have a few more people join, but we can go ahead and get started now. Um, so most of these knives have one thing in common on the table, and that's that they're not mine. So from like here to here doesn't belong to me. These were loaners from Level On Up and Old Man on the Ridge. Their father and son duo, in case you guys didn't know. Blessed EDC, what's going on, brother? Dwayne Letterman, what's up, bro? I think I said hi to you like 3 times, man. I just keep seeing your name, and I'm like, did I forget? Maybe I should. And then I just say it. All right. Um, so let's talk about this first. Let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. So this is the Usurper. This knife has had 11 release dates. Hey, Paperclip, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Um, this thing's had like 11 release dates, and that's because I share with you guys what Cat2O shares with me. Brown Sugar, hey girl. And Cat2O told me it would be by the end of May. Then they said it would be the first week of June. Then they said it was 10 days from Blade Show. They said it'll be there in 10 days. And that was 2 weeks ago. And I've followed up with them twice, and they're just not responding to me. So I I think they secretly want to hold the drop date for the beginning of next month. That's what I think. Um, which would suck. Like I can deal with that, but like me and my viewers, we at least want to know when this thing's available. Keep in mind, I've only handled a prototype. I haven't handled a production version, right? So like I know from my first prototype to my second prototype what the differences are, but I don't know what the production differences are. So like I'm literally biting my nails just as much as you guys are waiting for this thing to drop. Actually, one thing I do want to talk about, I'll get back to this in a second. I want to go grab my first prototype. So bear with me just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So we'll do a little side by side between these two versions. The purple collar is um, the V2, and this one is the V1. So I'll set those aside. We'll talk about those after we go through knives. Anybody else come in? I don't see anybody. Oh yeah, Jelly Jerry. He said the knife on the right looks the most sweet, or looks on the right most looks sweet. So let me. Aesthetically, this is one of my favorite designs of all time. I waited for this knife for like 2 years for it to release. I love it so much, I'd like to buy a second one, but I think they're sold out. This is the Cass brand Saladin, Saladin. He also made crap. Um, Give me one sec, because I actually have his entire collection. And it's like if I'm going to start referencing them, I might as well show them to you guys. Yeah, we'll get the one with Timascus. Beautiful. And this one, and this one. I think that's it. Okay. So once again, we will tackle the knives on the table first before I bring out anything new. But yeah, so this is the Cast brand Saladin, and it is fantastic. Um, not sure who the OEM is. I have a sneaking suspicion it's Riot. And while I love this knife, like I love it, absolutely adore this knife so much because of the aesthetic, and the fit, finish, and feel is all great. This was a $410 knife, and it has no right being that expensive. Um, it's not contoured. We don't have Timascus or Zerkatai. It's definitely not an integral. Um, so, like, for me, I had to have one. And once again, I'd like to have two. But for like recommending to other people, if you're like me and you just have to have this knife, they were available at Aurora Blade, which I'll go ahead and share a link because I've got one. I don't know if my link gives you free shipping or what, but you can also click on that link. That'll tell Aurora Blade that I'm sending people there. That'd be pretty sweet too. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to the casual enjoyer. That's a lot of money for this knife. But I'm a sucker for clip points. I'm a sucker for recurves. I'm a sucker for Tontos. I like a plain aesthetic, plain titanium. I really enjoy this pocket clip. But I've got other designs from him I'll bring out here in a little bit and show you guys. Addicted to Blades 2. What's going on, bro? I appreciate you, man. Okay, um, so this knife has a little bit of a story to it. Um, I don't like this knife. Not because I've reviewed it, not because I have pocket experience with it. I just don't like the way it looks. I'm still going to give it a fair review, but it's not my type of knife, right? This isn't my aesthetic. Well, this came through the pass round group and I lost it. And I spent weeks trying to find it and I felt like such a D bag because I lost somebody's knife. So what did I do? The only right thing to do is buy him a replacement. Well, this was like, geez, I think this is like a $260 knife. So of course, as soon as I buy it and replace it, I find it. It was inside of its original box, or it was inside the right box, but it was inside another box of knives, and the side facing up was just all black. So like I had no idea I had mixed it with another set of knives. So here I am now. This is mine. I get to keep it. Um, so yeah, this one's probably gonna get sold for a really good price. Nothing wrong with the knife, and I'm still going to review it, right? I'm not giving it official critique. I'm just stating subjectively it's not my style. Fred the Lug, the cast knife, not my thing too much, but look at the new Chavez Integral Disciple and about three other new ones. Fred, I've seen those and I absolutely love them. They are fantastic. I think out of all four of his integrals, there was only one that was like meh to me. Um, Here, let me see if I can't just pull it up really quick. Mm, okay, and we'll do this. All right, so for anyone that doesn't keep up with like the newest stuff going on in the market, Chavez released not these knives. He released four Um, here, can I filter this like at all? But he dropped 4 collabs. And for some reason, they are not showing up here on their website. I don't understand why they wouldn't have it on their site. Designers. Hey, Crow's Blades, welcome, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Let's see, models. No. Okay, well, let's try White Mountain Knives. There we go, Chavez. Okay, I guess they're just, is this by Newest? Yeah. I guess they're just not at retailers. Um, yeah, and I don't want to pull a video up to show it. So we will just have to wait until they actually come out. Um, but yeah, the Chavez integrals look fantastic. And I appreciate you, Crow's Blades. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Fred, you're right. He did do that. There's a budget version that's a non-integral with like micarta, and then there's the integral version. Brown Sugar, repping the swords. I appreciate you. As I always say, I had to make those. And for anybody that knows what they're doing, I'm sure it's the easiest thing on the planet. But for me, I didn't know what I was doing. So I think they came out pretty cool. So appreciate you repping those emojis in the chat. Thank you. Oh, Fred the Lug says it's on Blade HQ. So we've got Blade HQ. Um, let's see if we can't find it by brand. Because I want to. The reason I'm doing it by brand is because I want to be able to show you guys each of the new models. All right, looks like we're typing it in. Disciple. There we go. Look at this thing. Oh, they're all right here. Beautiful. Wait, no, that's all the different versions of this one. Never mind. Um, this one was, I think, my favorite out of the Chavez knives. Um, yeah, even with that satin, it looks freaking awesome. Reverse Tux is the winner, but this is a pretty dope piece. Mike John, what's going on, bro? Welcome in. Um, so let's look up Chavez X and see if that brings up the rest of them. I think it will. Hell yes. So this is another one. I think this is the one that I was like the least into. Um, but still, you got the magnetic scales, right? So you can pop those off and swap them out with whatever you want. Still full titanium integral, which I am a slut for. Um, I mean, overall, fantastic looking knife. I just think out of all 4 of them, I think that was the least interesting one. Let's see, that was the Chavez and Brad Blount Arrestor, and then he did the Brad Blount Phase. Once again, swappable scales, all titanium. And the fact that you're getting this for $400 is kind of crazy because we've always said Chinese integrals, $400 a good value. But with these, there's a designer involved and you get the magnetic swappable scales. So it's like really, really good. This was the Jake McCoy Omega Street. And really what's changing between all of these is a little bit the handle, but mostly the blade shapes, right? This is a very interesting blade shape. We got this nice swoop into an aggressive harpoon tanto. Very much my style. This one's only $375. And then here's the other one. This is the Sam Tran or Raven the Pirate collaboration. And I think this one might actually be my favorite one. 375, fantastic price. This makes me think of all those, like, I don't know. This makes me look at like a Jack Wolf and think, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Jack Wolf. I've defended Jack Wolf and their pricing in the past. But seeing things like this at the market, it's like, is there really a comparison? Both Chinese made, but one's a full blown integral with swappable scales, and it's only 25 bucks more. Now, I think Jack Wolf knives. I think there's a range for where those knives belong, and I think that Jack Wolf, the very most he could charge reasonably for his knives is 350 bucks, and that's because that's where I cap all Chinese OEM knives that don't have integral. Um, they don't have zircotai, they don't have Timascus. There's not crazy machining or milling. You know, there's stuff that can break past 350, but it needs to have something extra. So, you know, would I like to see Jack Wolf at like 325? I would love to. Um, but 350 is technically the most that I'm comfortable with paying for a Jack Wolf, and that's exactly where they're priced at. So, and I've bought Jack Wolves before, but this is insane. If you just put this knife on paper, I would say 450. 400 for the integral and about 50 bucks to compensate the designer and to cover the cost of the swappable scales. We're a full 75 bucks below that. I mean, it's just the value is tremendous. And then if you don't like the integral version, like if you don't care that a knife is an integral, see, I'm so torn. Okay, officially, the Disciple is my favorite. Officially, out of all these, the Disciple is the first one I would buy. But um, if you don't care about integrals, he's making a blue label version of all of these. So if you love the knife, you just want it to be much more affordable and you don't care about the integral part, you don't care about the swappable scales part, then yeah, they have slimmed down versions, probably on the next page. No, they're not. They're probably under the blue label. So, but yeah, fantastic value for money. Um, Excellent bang for your buck. Every one of these, if they feel like a Chavez knife, they're all instantly recommendable. I don't even have to touch them. Just the fact that they are what they are at the price that they're at, and that I've handled Chavez knives before. Um, yeah, you'd be safe getting any one of these. I think I'd have to get that reverse tux. I think this would be out of this whole page. I think this would be the first one I bought. Nice little reverse tux. It says bright stonewash DLC. That sounds incredibly sexy. And yeah, just a dope knife. Thanks, Fred, for making me look at stuff I can't afford. Appreciate you, bro. All right, let me jump back into the chat. Um, I don't think if I click on filters, are not filters. I don't think if I click on text, it pops up. I might be wrong though. And also, happy Father's Day to everybody that's in the chat now. Fred the Lug said Jake McCoy is a great young knife maker, disciple of Edison, Sharknivico, and Victor Barajas. If that's the case, then he is well on his way to being an absolute legend in knife making. Jelly Jerry says 375 for an integral is insanely good price. Couldn't agree more, my friend. Earn A6. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, Earn? I like your profile pic because it looks exactly like the tattoo on my arm. I'm sunburnt. That's why I'm a little red. Want to know why knives? Hey, what's going on, bro? Kelly's Mismatch. Hey, girl. She said, good evening, peeps, and happy Father's Day to all you dads. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. We'll certainly appreciate that. Thank you. The weekend has been great so far. Mm. Joe C., what's up, man? He said the integral collabs all have the magnetic panels on the scales. Yes, absolutely they do. So they can all be swapped out. I've seen crystal titanium and I've seen copper. I really hope they do like a swappable like Zerkatai. I think that would look really good. Also kind of a slut for Zerkatai. Old Man on the Ridge, just want to say hi to all 41 of the knife folks here, uh, hanging out on Sunday evenings. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate that, bro. And also, all your knives on the table. Appreciate that. Fred the Lug, have a custom disciple and have the Chavez one coming too. Then we'll get a magnifold of the same knife for fun. A magnifold of the same knife. What's a magnifold? That's probably a dumb question, but I'm sure you'll educate me. Um, yeah, that's a good point, Fred. He's not charging different prices for DLC. There's no upcharge for that. And I know on the back end, in reality, there is an upcharge for DLC. It's around $20 a blade. So for companies, they pay an extra $20 a blade for DLC, and then typically they'll turn around and they'll charge an additional $40 more to the customer to cover their cost and to make some more money. They upcharge for DLC. The fact that Chavez didn't, like, had these been priced at 450, I would have said that's fair, right? And the DLC priced, um, no, I think 450 is pretty all encompassing. If these were all 450 across the board, I would say that's fair. So the pricing on these with the scales and the DLC is just incredibly good. There's no reason this knife shouldn't be 425 to 450 bucks. No reason for it. But yet here we are at a staggering 375. Yeah, for the lug, it's actually cheaper than the cash brand. Look, I make no qualms. I know I'm the one who bought this. I know that I overpaid for it, but it's just, we all have a knife or two that we overpay for. And I love it. Help if it was on camera. All right. Mm, okay. Back to where we were. So yeah, stuck with this knife. Don't love it. I'll still review it fairly, and that might change my mind. But as it sits, I just don't love the look. Next, we have the Friedenlock um, exclusive edition of the Devo Saloon with the blue hardware and the silver twill carbon fiber. Um, in my opinion, the second best looking. The best looking was that DLC with Zerkatai. Yeah, I think it was like a polished DLC with Zerkatai. Um, but if you guys have ever experienced the saloon, you guys already know jimping's fantastic, action's fantastic. You can totally front flip this thing. Okay, I kind of limp wristed it there. There we go. Um, but yeah, it's just a great knife. Thing's fantastic. I wish I would have picked one up. I took so long to review these knives just because I wanted to hold on to it a little bit longer. Like, it is a dope effing knife. I've been practicing left-handed. I'm finally getting a little proficient with it. But yeah, love this knife. Absolutely fantastic. Um, the Kaiser Drop Bear Zero. So review coming up on this guy. This is as amazing as everyone has told you. It's my hopes were really high for it, and it still blew me away. Um, this super clean, super zero look that they have is incredible. I absolutely love it. And the action on it, the way it feels in hand, um, it's just such a good knife. The action is fantastic. It's super fidgety. You don't have to push the button so far down that you feel like you're sinking into the hole. I hate that. You push it down until it's flush, and then it shuts. This knife is a damn delight. Sanders G, what's going on, bro? He said, yeah, the Chavez and Jake McCoy reverse tux is the way to go. 100% agree. Lion Not a Sheep in the chat. What's up, bro? Happy Father's Day, man. Good to see you. Old man on the ridge, good to see you too, brother. Southern Treadkill, what's up, bro? Cybler, welcome in. Appreciate you, man. Just getting caught up on the chat, guys. Yeah, I didn't know the name. Responding to Nick, you got to check out Jake McCoy's stuff. His knives are insanely good. I wasn't aware of um, Jake as a maker before he did the collab, so I need to go follow him and I need to go check his stuff out. Mm. Matt Maurer, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Oh, Fred the Lug, Saloon still available in traditional pocket knives too. That's what's up. Metal Relic Arc, welcome. Art, not Arc. Metal Relic Art. Welcome in. Appreciate you, man. Hi, y'all. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you, too. Lion Out of Sheep stays winning on these giveaways. Absolutely killing it lately. Congratulations for that, too, man. I know you needed some knives in your life. All right, so up next, Fred. You need to contact me about the new young makers. I have about 8 to 10 to introduce you to. Several have upcoming productions, too. Oh, dude, that's killer. Yeah, I'll reach out to you. I'd love to know more about them and what they're doing and, try to help lift them up in the community. I mean, you can say what you want about whatever you want, but the name Unkovsky is much more well known now than what it was before I started pushing him everywhere. Now, I'm not obviously not taking credit for his success, but he's an amazing maker, my favorite maker, in fact. And it pained me that he wasn't getting more recognition in the knife community. So, like, I pushed him to Metal Complex. Neves just did a video on his knife. Tri-State did a video on his knife. It popped up on live streams here and there. I've reviewed his knife. It's going to go to Captain Ricky, and hopefully Captain Ricky will do a live with him. So, like, I'm just a little guy, but I can be super annoying and help get those guys some recognition if, so I mean, obviously go through bigger people first, but I can get it done. So this is the Kaiser Warning, and this thing's bigger than I expected. Um, I like the look of this micarta. It's super plain, super simple. Excuse me. Um, but I just really like the way it looks. I don't know. It almost looks like a matte Damascus or something. Super comfy deployment, super comfy button. Um, if you like this blade shape more than this blade shape, for me, this one's slightly better, but they're both fantastic. I mean, you could interchange them. If you really like the blade shape on this and you're not sure which one to get, then like go with this one and you'll be happy enough. Um, I prefer this one though, but I mean, they're both equally fantastic. And these are all getting reviews. I think this is the and somebody help me out if I'm wrong. I think this is the CJRB Proximal. I think. Congratulations to TC Blades. He says Mile Tai Kaiser Warning is on the way. Ern said if I end up snagging a severed Metalworks Zealot, I'll probably send it around to a couple reviewers. I'm so curious what that is now, Ern. A severed Metalworks Zealot. TC Blades, maximal, not proximal, maximal. Thank you for that. So this is like the most simple knife, nearly. We've got green Subtly contoured. We have green subtly contoured micarta. We've got the brass pivot on both sides, steel pocket clip, AR RPM 9 blade steel. That is um, Artisan Cutlery and CJRB's proprietary blade steel. It's definitely budget oriented. I don't know what it's comparable to. Somebody in the chat surely does. But it's like, I think it's like the powder form of a well-known budget steel. But I know David C. Anderson makes knives that are affordable for the most part and practical. At least his folders have been. So, I know his initial goal was to make the most recommendable knife to anybody. I don't know if this was that knife or if it was a different one. But, yeah, I mean, it's within his design language. He certainly, you know, shot for something that was both affordable and that anybody could use. And this is probably the least offensive knife I think I've ever seen. I mean, it got really comfortable four-finger grip, functional blade shape. We got the tip pretty in line with the pivot, so it's easy to get down to the surface. We've got a little bit of belly there. Just a very non-offensive, like CGRB knife. So is it my style? No, not even close. Can I respect it for what it is? Absolutely, I can. Yep. The knife market definitely needs knives exactly like this because this is something that anybody can put to use, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, anybody can put any of these knives to use, but this is going to serve far greater people than something like this will, right? A couple of Asher knives. Um, is this, somebody help me out? Is this the Asher Spiro? I believe that's the name of this model. Um, I recently reviewed an Asher. That review is going to go up in a couple of days. It was the A-Lock, which I love. Um, and I'm really enjoying um, what I believe is the Spiro. Um, and there's two of them on the table. We've got the blue Warncliffe and the silver drop point. Actually, I kind of want to start a poll. Let me see if I can do that really quick. Um, okay, I don't know how to start a poll. I'll get that figured out too, guys. Um, but I'm just curious which one's more popular in the chat. So can we do ones in the chat for the blue Warncliffe and twos in the chat for the silver drop point? So ones and twos in the chat. I'm just curious. I think I know which one's gonna win, but um, oh, let me go back to the top here. We got a couple people chatting in. FYI, Artisan Cutlery, CJRB have abandoned AR SM2. Thank you for that heads up. I think that was going to be their next proprietary steel. Um, just looking at the chat, we got 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1. Wow. Yeah. So this one is my favorite between the two of them. I love this one. I love the carbon fiber. I love the blade shape. But I had a feeling the Warncliffe was going to take it. I don't know if it's because of the carbon fiber color or if it's the blade shape, but I'm willing to bet it's the blade shape because um, it's just more utilitarian. Like you can get the tip down easier, right? Because of how far below the pivot it is. But I just think this one looks cooler, blade shape and scales. All right, I got to get caught up on chat. Um, Sig, what's up, bro? My phone makes me dumber than I am able to do by myself. Gotta love it. Gone fishing, going nuclear. What's up, bro? Welcome in. Happy to see you, man. Says Mo Patty, I'm doing well. Just walking around with my son on Father's Day. It feels perfect. Hey, happy Father's Day. A fresh happy Father's Day for everybody in the chat. Um, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope you guys are getting celebrated. Um, yeah, I just hope you guys are having a good day and getting celebrated, spending time with your family. Old Man on the Ridge Sever 7. That was one of the 2 knives I won on my first live stream. Oh, that's dope, man. Fantastic. And we jumped. Mm, Gone fishing, going nuclear. That's totally fair. Hey, Abby Normal. I didn't even say hi to you yet. What's up, girl? How's it going? I appreciate the 10 jewels. I don't know what that means or what to do with them, but I appreciate it. Gone fishing, going nuclear says non-offensive is exactly right, which makes it ironically incredibly offensive to me. Couldn't agree more. I love the blue. Want to know why knives? Lion, can you shut up my channel? Well, Lion can, but also so can I. Have you guys checked out Want to Know Why Knives? Let me see if I can't pull them up on YouTube really quick. What's your name on YouTube? Is it Want to Know Why Knives? Nope, it's not Want to Know Why Knives. Can somebody link Want to Know Why Knives channel? That way people can actually go check it out. Or no, it won't let. Um, yeah, what's the name of your channel? Let me get it pulled up and then I'll post it, and then my mods can keep it and then post it in the future. Fred the Lug. I just got that Kaiser Warning in full tie with Elmax from White Mountain Knives. You can front flip it. I think the only Kaiser top liner lock that you can do it with. That's fantastic, man. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I would love to check that out. If you end up passing it around, if not, no big deal. Oh, there we go. Got him. All right, let me pull him up on screen. So I was not subscribed. I'm subscribed now, though. And it looks like we've got some knife videos. We've got a bunch of knife shorts, some with a gorilla, a few with a gorilla or a Bigfoot, and then we've got some lives, and they're lengthy lives too. This one was 2 hours, hour 20, about an hour and 20, about an hour and 20. So we have some lives, right? And we all know there's nothing lonelier than being a knife person without a live stream to find yourself in. So we're at 268 subscribers. So I don't know that we can push it to 300, but if you guys want to come over here and give a subscription, watch a short, give it a like, stuff like that, the things that make it stick. Let's support Want to Know Why Knives. Plus, he has a giveaway at 300 subs. I remember at 120 videos is a good amount of videos, uh, for being as young as 268 subscribers. So that's a good amount of content. So yeah, good job, man. Want to Know Why Knives? You're doing really good, bro. I think if I had to give you any feedback, I would just say um, thumbnails. I think would be it. Your auto thumbnails on the shorts look fine. And then, yeah, you even have playlists. Okay, rock on, man. Yeah, you're well on your way. Keep grinding it out. You'll get there. All right. Mm, James McCann, what's up, man? Welcome in. He says, I subscribe. Looks like some interesting content. Appreciate you, bro. Fred the Lug, he has more subscribers than me. It's a grind, man. I mean, even at my size, I'm at I think 22 and some change. It's still a grind. You know, you just have to put your head down, work as hard as you can, and don't look back. Like no matter what. And you have to do that for several years, unless you get really lucky. So I want to say about 2 years in, and I don't plan on going anywhere ever. I plan on doing this until I retire of death. So, all right. So we looked at the two Ashers. Um, I don't know. Did we get confirmation? Are these Spiros? Are these Spiros or are they something else? I think they're Spiros. Happy Father's Day from Abby to all the knife dads. Appreciate you, Abby. Thank you for always looking out. Mike John, does the Karok get lost in your hand under hard use, grip rotation wise? So it doesn't it doesn't get lost in my hand whenever I use it, but I'm placing it like here, and then I'm kind of making two walls around it. That way it doesn't twist and turn. Your definition of hard use might be different than mine. And if I were pushing this to its absolute limits, it's possible it could twist in my hand. But for what I use it for, just everyday stuff, I hold it just like this, and it works great. Sometimes choke up on it, but I haven't experienced that yet, where it rotates in my hand. I do love this knife though. Super functional blade shape. Mine doesn't shake out like Stas's did. Um, for 37 bucks, really hard to beat, especially with the 62, 63 HRC on the D2, giving it incredible edge retention, which is something we all love. Yeah, it's not stainless, but just put some oil on your knives, make sure they're cleaned off, right? Like don't drop them in a puddle and leave them for 3 days, stuff like that, and you'll be fine. Chris Jarrett, hello everyone. Can't stay for long, but wanted to come say hello. Well, hello back to you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button on your way in, please, and thank you. Corbin Trueblood. Hey, what's up, Corbin? Happy to have you in, man. Welcome to the gang. Which knife is such a good looking knife, though? I'm curious. Oh, Mopatty, thank you so much for that. Sever7, show Sever7 some love and hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Lion, not a sheep. Yeah, thumbnails are important. It's the first thing someone sees about your video before they even click on it. Got to have something to draw them in. Yeah, so I actually need to work on my thumbnails. Mine are incredibly the same, and there's no big surprise because I show you the knife right up front, right? And I feel like my core audience loves that, but I'm a little torn because while I know my core audience loves that, I feel like new people would click on something that was more of a secret, like something a little more elusive to look at. And I think my core audience would understand that, if I had to change the thumbnails to grow, I think they would support that. At least I hope they would. I'm not saying new people are more important than my current subscribers. The current people subscribed to me right now are absolutely my core. They always will be. Um, the 2,200 people I have right now are like the lifeblood of the channel, and that's never going to change. But I would like to grow, right? So if I need to be a little clickbaity, if you see me do something clickbaity, just know that it's not because I turn into a douchebag. It's just because like I need, I need to grow. So, all right, up next, had never heard of this knife before. This is the Kaiser Riverbank. We've got heavily chamfered G10 scales. G10 feels really good, really premium. Steel pocket clip. Nice, fidgety, flipper only. Good acoustics. Plain Jane. I don't know what the cost on this one is, but I can't imagine it's more than like 40 bucks, like at the most. What steel is this? Yeah, Nitro V. Yeah, if this thing came in more than 40 bucks, well, it's Kaiser. If this thing came in more than 50 bucks, I'd be surprised. But it really should be a $40 knife. Wait, what was that notification for? Oh, TC Blades, member for 2 months. My thumbnails are better than my content. You do you, Sever. I support you no matter what direction you go. TC Blades, I absolutely adore you, man. Nothing but love. Thank you for that. Big time. Very much appreciated. Yeah, this is a dope little knife though. For real. Like it's it's like this, but a different flavor, right? G10 instead of the micarta, black PVD on the blade instead of a stone wash. It's a liner lock, which is a huge bonus over a crossbar lock, and it's kind of snappy and kind of cool. Do we double clutch? Oh, actually, I was gonna say yes. I don't think we do. Where are we? Oh wow, we cleared immediately. Hey, Tavis Olson, appreciate you subscribing, man. Thank you for that. Welcome aboard. Like we're on a ship or something. We're not on a ship. I'm not even a piratey guy. But yeah, dope little knife. I really enjoy that. Um, and then since it's out here, we'll talk about it. The Migron Carrick, is that right? Somebody correct me in chat if I'm wrong. Um, so you can get this knife for either 37 bucks in its base configuration, which is going to be a colored aluminum with the same blade D2, heat treated to 62. It's 62 to 64, I believe, um, which is fantastic for D2. Or you can pay a few extra bucks. You can go up to 60 bucks and you can get this thing with titanium scales, which is what I did because I'm just a whore for titanium. I absolutely love it. But putting titanium scales on this doesn't make it a $60 knife. It still feels and functions like a $37 knife. It just has titanium scales, right? So if you just want the base function of the knife, spend the 37 bucks, be done with it. You will absolutely love this knife as long as you appreciate it for what it is, a $37 value beast, something that you can use the crap out of, uh, beat the tar, beat the tar out of. I meant to say. I don't know why I stumbled there. It's kind of weird. But yeah, you can do whatever you want to this knife, and if you lose it, I mean, it was 37 bucks. It's not like losing, most of these knives. So yeah, if you just need a daily user, and this thing's got some personality to it, you know what I'm saying? Like you can pick your accents on it. I went with the blue. You could pick your scale color. Um, I gave the blurple one away, but I mean, yeah, this thing's sick. I can't recommend this thing enough. I know some people have gotten it and they're not in love with it. Um, I can't figure out why. This thing's going to stay on my recommended list. Reversible pocket clip with an ambidextrous locking system. Like, come on. Bottom of the plunge, top of the plunge. Everything above my fingernail can be sharpened. That's insane. All that. Like, they just did it right. W. Migron. Let me jump back into chat. Earn A6 said Sever 7 the Zealot is a smaller fixed blade that's sold at Lone Star Supply exclusively. He does very small drops. All his knives are really cool. You should check them out. I absolutely will. I appreciate that heads up. Thank you. I like smaller fixed blades. James McCann, I've already sharpened it and it keeps getting better. I'm not sure what you're sharpening. I probably missed that part. My bad, bro. Thank you. Corbin Trueblood, Carrick. Yep. I think I've forgotten the name of that knife like every time, but it's because like I don't know, Migron has a lot of two-syllable words they don't mean anything. Like Karok, Gatov, they just don't. Moyarl, which is three syllables, but the Carricks, so you get it, right? So yeah, I'm just at my Migron names list limit, and that's why I need help remembering this one. Mm. Oh, KR Knives. My Karok is the blue purple with a purple clip. Video comes out tomorrow if anyone's interested. KR Knives, can you share your channel um, with the moderators, or if you can paste your channel link into the chat and then like put a space randomly somewhere in there. I don't think it'll register as a link. Uh, but yeah, definitely share your link with us so I can pull your channel up and we can take a peek at you and have some people check you out and see if we can't score you some subs. Jack Kin just finished shoveling steak and cheesecake into my face. Lucky you, that sounds delicious. JW Outdoors, what's going on, brother? Good evening to you as well. Stephen Parks, hello everyone. Hello to you, Stephen Parks. Renthor, hey y'all, made it. My notifications have not been notificationing. That sucks, man. That happens to me sometimes. There was a Metal Complex live stream, and it was on an off night. I didn't even know he was live streaming until like an hour into it. That's when I got the notification. Um, James McCann, it's worth the 60. I would agree. I mean, I paid it twice, right? I bought two of them with the titanium because I love it, and yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it. But at the end of the day, it's still going to function no better than the aluminum version, right? Jelly Jerry says, I have a collab with Migron, but I don't know what happened to it. Their owner hasn't gotten back to me either. So I know, Jelly Jerry, I know that Migron went through a structural change within the last, I'd say probably within the last like 5 months, maybe less time than that, where I think the owner of Migron turned the company over to the factory. And now he's like lead designer, and I think he's still like a boss, but he's not the owner anymore. So that might, I don't know what time frame you're referencing, um, but that might have an impact on your design and what's going on with it. I would love to partner with um, Magaron. I think they do some of the best work on the market, and almost all of their designs, I think, are original designs. So they would definitely benefit from having um, a few collaborators, a few designers that know what they're doing, right? So yeah, I would just stay on them. Um, I'd love to see what design you're making with them too. That would be pretty sick. If you could shoot that over to me in a message, I'd really appreciate that. Um, Lion Out of Sheep says 3 knives, Fred the Lug, two on DVDs, and then TC. Oh, and on Thursday, I won a KB Pioneer on Stasa. It's been a great week for sure, but if I happen to win any more, I will be giving it away to someone. Old Man on the Ridge, the Blurple with the purple hardware kit is great looking. I picked up two of the upgraded Karoks because the look is great and a great value. Couldn't agree more. Somebody said I'm bougie. TC Blades. What am I? What do you mean I'm bougie? What did I do that's bougie? I'm pretty sure the most expensive knife. I mean, outside of these guys, right? I kept it pretty. I kept it pretty budget friendly out here. Most of these knives are like 50 to 150 bucks. I think we're doing okay. I'm not bougie. Um, Kelly's mishmash. Line out of sheep. Serious suggestion. Take the wins while you can. They come in runs and maybe years before you win again. I actually that hits pretty close to the heart. I couldn't agree more. Take the wins while you can because it does come in runs, and you don't know when you're going to get wins again. So just take them while they're in front of you. Fred the Lug, Sever 7, when is your knife available? I've been impatiently waiting. Bro, me too. Me too. I still haven't handled a production version, right? I've got two protos, and oh, this is the one that doesn't. This is the V1 proto. Okay, let me finish up the knives on the table really quick. All we have left is this guy. It did have gold hardware, but I sent it to a guy to have him do like kind of a Timascus Zerkatai look. And like on the clip, it looks pretty good. On the backspacer, it looks good. And even on the thumb studs, well, you guys really can't tell, but he did it. There you go. He did it on the thumb studs too, and they look really good. But like, it's just too dull, right? Like it's super not, there's no luster to it. So I'm going to have it sent off to have it done again. This is the Orbital Knives and Munko collab, but I can't remember the name of it. I bought the knife though because it reminds me of like a futuristic duck or like a Usler duck. It just kind of has that look to me, so that's why I like it. Also, I always love when there's a pinch point between the handle and the blade. So like you can see like right here, you get this little pinch point, and it just feels good. Super underrated knife. I just need to get mine, sparkling again. Action's terrific. Look at that blade to handle ratio. Oh, and look what he did. There's virtually no dead room up here. Smart. You see the pivot sitting as high as it possibly can. Also smart. And then we did lose some space down here. I wish that backspacer would have been hollowed out. We probably could have gotten maybe a 16th of an inch more. Not the end of the world, though. I'm willing to bet this is probably a point 0.8. I mean, just spectacular. Okay. So we're going to delicately set these off to the side because I've got the cast brand knives I would like to show you. And then I would like to go through the V1, V2 models. Okay, so cast brand. He made the Saladin. Before the Saladin, he made the Paladin. Look at that beautiful clip. There we go. And before that, he made the Black Swan. That is all smudged up. Not anymore. Hey, Renthor, appreciate you, man. Love the show and good to see all the knife friends. Nothing but love for you too, brother. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you for that, big time. Little things like that help. As you guys know, the funds that you guys give me go directly to the giveaway budget. So, every little bit helps. So that's super appreciated, Renthor. Thank you. And then before that, he made the cast brand Neutron Star. So obviously, I love his designs. This is the one I love the least, but I've got most of the collection here. I think I need like one more knife to have all of his designs, but clearly has a unique aesthetic. This knife released and like nobody liked it. They were like, it's too blocky and it's not a functional blade shape. And I was like, thank God you guys are saying that. That way, because they're hard to come by. That way I can buy them from the secondary. This one has a big zirconium inlay to it. and it's like the wings of a swan, which I think is dope. Um, he's got Timascus pivot collars. Well, pivot collar over here, Timascus pivot over here. Little touches like that are very nice. Um, man, I fell hard for this one. He's got like no hardware on the bodies, and his more recent designs, he doesn't even have pivot hardware. It's obviously on the back because you have to access the pivot, but super clean designs. Um, yeah, I just love this guy's work. Uh, it will not let me react to. Hold on, let me try. I've got two chats up. One that I can type in and one that I cannot type in. I'm gonna see if I can. Here we go. Yep, I can like it here. I can heart it. Beautiful. Lion Not a Sheep. Oh, Ketuo. Jelly Jerry Designs. I love that Ketuo has been. I love what Ketuo has been doing. The Allura looks amazing as well. I definitely need a Ketuo in my collection. Um, I agree. Um, the Stabatha looks great. The Allura looks great. Wicked Dreams new design. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a wicked Tonto recurve. It looks absolutely insane. I'll be picking one of those up for myself for sure. Um, Mo Patty says, "Me too, for the most part, but sometimes it's unavoidable when you can fix ignorance." LOL, Kelly's mishmash. Okay, I'm not sure what I jumped into there. Um, Corbin Trueblood. I have the blue marble Yakuza with the satin blade, and it's my baby. I think I've got the exact knife right here. Is this the Yakuza you have, Corbin? I know it's got a little green in there. I don't know if you have just the all blue one, but yeah, the Yakuza is a staple. I have one complaint with Katsuo. It's the same complaint for all of their knives. Katsuo is the one company that does not give an F about blade to handle ratio. They simply don't care. You would think that blade to handle ratio hurts them, and that's why they stay as far away from point 0.8 as they possibly can. I mean, the knife is a good silhouette, right? It looks good. Gunner grip, right? Kind of a pistol grip. Looks like a snub nose, but I mean, we're leaving some space up here, right? We've got definitely have some dead space up there. We could reclaim that as blade space if we wanted to. Then we've got this big, thick backspacer. But even with that, we didn't even use the room we still had available. Like, truly, they do not care about blade to handle ratio. They make great knives. I've owned quite a few of them. They're fantastic. But man, like if they would hit their blade to handle ratio, it would be over. Like, but on 90, I want to say 90 or 95% of the models that you could just tell that it was not their problem. They didn't give a shit, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Line Not a Sheep. Well, Fred the Lug, I just got a working computer and I'm going to start recording content, start editing and uploading. Try my hand at YouTube. Hey, bro, Lion Not a Sheep. 110% do it. Like, for real. It's a grind and you do the most work up front with the least amount of reward, but like, and you won't make money for years, right? Like I figured at the 5 year mark, I might be actually getting something from YouTube, like making some actual like income. Not enough to replace a job, but enough to get some income to consider it a part-time job, right? Um, but like the journey's worth it. Like I still remember the first like couple subscribers I had, you know. Um, yeah, and it's just been wild, like the support and the growth and stuff like that. Some of my subscribers I've gotten like super close with, where we talk outside of the stream, and they're super cool people. You know, Yeah, it's just worth it, man. Just do it. Just pull the trigger on it. Okay, so putting these knives away. We're gonna end up going later a little bit than 8:30 because I want to talk about my V1, V2 prototype differences. But I know not everybody planned on being here later than expected, so we are going to go ahead and do the giveaway now. So moderators start prepping the giveaway and posting the rules. Guys, remember you only get one guess, um, and if you guess twice and we see that you have two comments, you automatically lose, right? And that sucks. So only guess one time. I'm going to give you a number range, and I'm going to write a number down, and then everyone in chat will guess within that number range what number they think I wrote down. After the timer stops, which the mods will let you know when it stops, um, then I'll reveal my number, and we'll go back through the chat, see who got the closest, and that person's the winner. So, James McKeon, I really enjoy watching many of your television programs. Thank you, creators. I agree, man. Thank you, creators. I spend a lot of my time consuming content on YouTube about knives, and I am so thankful for the people that make time to make content. Mm. Mm. All right, so we are doing another SRM knife tonight. Um, the channel budget has not changed yet, mostly because I haven't gotten paid from YouTube yet for any of the donations or anything. As soon as I do, I'm going to take that money and buy more knives and I'm going to buy more knives with it. But in the meantime, we're rocking with SRM because they're a fantastic brand, um, and they make excellent users. Also, they're within my personal budget and I can afford them. So, makes them a great candidate for this. So today we're giving this guy away. This is the SRM 9201. We've got textured, I think it's G10, but it's possible it's like a reinforced resin of some sort. Yeah, it doesn't say. Um, action's great. Blade shape, I think, is sexy as hell. Reverse flick is delightful. You get some acoustics. Yeah, overall a dope knife. It's the kind of knife that, once you get it, just beat the shit out of it. Like just use it like you stole it. You have the knives you like to carry, but then you have a knife that you like to beat up. Make this your secondary knife. This is the one that you do all the dirty work with, while you keep your other ones. I mean, you might have another user with you, but like if I have to cut through dumpster trash for whatever reason, I'm not going to use this guy to cut through dumpster trash unless it's the only thing I have. But if I'm carrying these two, dumpster trash all day, right? And then I'll save this guy for like, you know, rope or boxes. Now, if this is all I have, yeah, I'll tackle the trash with this thing. It's not a safe queen by any stretch of the imagination, but sometimes you don't want, one of your favorite knives to do the dirtiest work. Whereas this guy, um, yeah, this thing can take a beating. We do have functional jimping, good ergonomics. The texturing, the SRM logo, it's a little rough. Like it's kind of scratchy a little bit. Um, but as long as you don't bear down like your life depends on it, you'll be fine. I actually really like this guy. I love SRM knives, guys. I need to review them. I keep giving them away and not reviewing them, and then I'm like, damn, I need to review that before it goes, and then I don't. Okay, let me get to it. All right, so the range is going to be between, let's do, there's 75 people in here. Let's do um, 0 to 250. This is the range. Don't guess yet, but this is 0 to 250. And then um, the moderators will tell you when to start. I don't care if you go over the number. It's whoever gets the closest to it. Like whoever's psychic ability picks up my brain frequencies the closest, even if you go over, I don't care. Um, so, okay, moderators, I have my number, and you guys are good to start guessing. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to get caught up on chat. For those of you saying that Lion has already won this, I agree. If his luck holds out, he has in fact already won. Mm. Oh, thank you for the explanation on that, Lion, not a sheep. Oh, and somebody asked what steel this was. This is HCR 13 MOV. So certainly a budget steel, but not a bad steel. Mm. For anyone curious, HCR 13 MOV has a toughness of 6 out of 10, edge retention of 3 out of 10, and corrosion of 7 out of 10. So it is above average toughness. It is above average stainless. Its edge retention is low, but the upshoot to that is that if a knife has low edge retention, it's really easy to sharpen back. Excuse me. If something has great edge retention, that's awesome, but it's going to be more difficult to sharpen back. So all in all, this is performing this is almost exactly Nitro V, except it's a little less tough. So if you like Nitro V, you're going to like this. Roger Baker, what's going on, brother? SRM makes a nice knife. That looks awesome. Very cool. Loving that blue. Appreciate you, bro. I'm loving the blue too. Cybler, if I win, I'm waterboarding that thing. Do it, bro. Oh, Lion Out of Sheep, you got that same knife, dude. That's what's up, bro. That's dope. That's a great looking knife. I particularly like the Bowie style blade. I'm a big fan of Bowies and Tontos and recurves. A Bowie Tonto recurve is pretty much why I bought this knife, because it's like a Bowie Tonto with a recurve. It's like my favorite blade shape. Not recommended. All right. Let's see what we've got. Um, I only see about, just eyeballing it, I see about 40 guesses, and we've got 72 people in here. So everyone, make sure you get your guess in. You're just picking a number. For anyone that doesn't know what you're doing, you're just picking a number between 0 and 250. Any number you want, doesn't matter. That's all you have to do to have a chance to win. And we're going to let that run for about 2 more minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about these couple of handsome guys. So V1 and what changed to the V2? Well, the V1 was was pretty scuffed. You could reverse flick it, but like if you look, there's almost no depth to those blade pockets. There's also like this jimping is super shallow, barely with a strained effort, barely. Can I open it? Yeah, I missed it completely that time. So we had no depth to our blade pockets. Um, we didn't have even like the jimping might as well not be there. Like, look how there's no depth to it, so it does virtually nothing. Fuzz. There we go. Um, yeah, so that didn't have any color to it. So we added color to it, thank God. Um, we gave actual jimping that has some actual depth to it. Not majorly deep, but certainly enough to, to actually front flip it. Um, and then what was the other thing? Oh, the lock bar was way too thin and it only had a slight chamfer on it. So we thickened it and then we gave it an actual chamfer on the inside. That way it was a little more functional. And then if you look at these blade windows comparison, like this one is almost double the depth. So now I did have feedback for this version though, the V2. Blessed EDC, Tonto knives matter. Yes, Tonto knives do matter. Um, but I had critiques on this version too, and that's why I'm excited to get the production version in. So with this version, um, the lock bar is a little tight. Like this thing has a detent that I enjoy, but I think it's a little strong for people that have either weaker hands or they prefer a lighter detent. Like this is it's a stout detent, so it definitely takes a little bit of effort to get it out. But it also feels like the pivot is a little tight too. Now I know they built this in a way they wanted to machine it perfect, but just like Poiculos, sometimes they make a knife and the knife's fantastic, but it just comes and it's like super tight, and you're just like Jesus Christ. This knife isn't that tight, but it's still a little tighter than what I want from it, right? So also I asked them to jump this up and around. So I want to see how I'm missing a jump at the top. I told them to jump up and around. So I want to see if they did that jimping. I want to see if they lightened up the tolerances a little bit to make it um, a little more fidgety, right? I feel like this knife you can fidget it for sure, and I fidget it all day. But I feel like some people are going to be like, "Man, my finger's kind of tired now." You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, "Ah, you know, my, my wrist is starting to cramp a little bit." And for people like that, I'd like the knife to be a little bit looser for them. But yeah, so I guess that wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. Pretty basic. But yeah, those are the differences, the major ones. Um, anything else coming to mind? Damn, I've already scratched this thing up. I gave this one to my brother, who has supported me like nobody's business. And then the second version is going to my oldest son, Raiden. All right. So, what is the winning number? The winning number is 137. 137. So, who's closest to that? Who's got that 137? Mm, I've got Ginger Fisher with 134, a 131. No, 134 is the closest. Ooh, 139 is now the closest, and that's Mike John. Mike John's the closest I can see. Um, Wait, we've got somebody saying Ginger Fisher and somebody saying Mike John. Let me find Ginger Fisher then. Lionheaded Sheep, I don't know how you lost the chat, bro. I don't know how that happens. I'm not totally sure we have a winner yet, because I can't find Ginger Fisher's comment. I don't know what number he picked. I'm still looking. Oh, okay. Ginger Fisher had 134, and the other person had 139. Okay, so yeah, Mike John won with 130. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Bless. Mike John, do me a solid, bro. I need you to send me an email here, and I want you to put giveaway in the title, and I need your first and last name. I need your street address and a screenshot of your YouTube login page, just to make sure it's you and not somebody trying to steal your knife. Sever7@gmail.com. Yeah, so shoot me that email. I'm doing a post office run tomorrow, so your knife will go out tomorrow with the rest of the knives I have to ship out. And super congratulations, bro. Um, is it a budget knife? Absolutely, it is. But can you beat the snot out of it and it still function? Absolutely, you can. So made to be abused. And then I fail flick it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the box. Now, somebody said that I said we were doing two. Now, I don't remember saying that, but I'll let chat remind me. I know last week we did three, right? Was that last week? And then this week we were just doing one because I don't remember anything special happening. Brown Sugar's doing handles? What? Brown Sugar. You never told me. What kind of materials are you using? And congratulations on that. That's awesome. Oh, wait, hold on. This goes in a baggie. This sweet, delicate knife. Because we had one person that did a DSKFS on their knife, and we didn't have time to do a giveaway for that. So instead, I said the next week we would do the normal giveaway plus the DSKSF knife giveaway. And then because of his generosity, I would do a bonus giveaway. So one weekend we were going to have. Oh, okay. So, all right. I stand corrected. So it looks like tonight we have two more giveaways to do. Thank you to JW Outdoors for reminding me, and thank you for everybody that remembered and I didn't remember. So yes, we will do 3 giveaways tonight. This was the first one. This is the normie giveaway. By normie, I mean this is the one we would have done no matter what. Let me get a post-it note so I can mark it. Okay, so that's good. And go ahead and set the numbers game up again. We're going to do it exactly um, the way we did the first one. So this is the knife from, this is what last week's winner is giving away. This blacked out SRM. Thumb disc, which works great. Super long, thin, elegant. Um, this is the 9-11, also 8CR13 MOV, which, as we now know, is pretty much Nitro V, except a little less tough. Come on now. There we go. So it's a little bit harder with the thumb, but the reverse flick is money. All right, so moderators, go ahead and spit the rules out one more time, please. And then I'm going to give a range. Give me just a moment. Here's the range, 500 to 650. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 500 to 650. And I'm just going to stick some eye candy back out here for you guys so you have something to look at. Okay, while you guys are guessing, I'm looking for another giveaway knife, so bear with me. Because I thought I had two Migrons in the box, but it turns out they're both empty. And I'm out of SRM knives. So hang tight, give me 30 seconds, let me find something. Boom, got something. Okay, we're back in business. And moderators, I'll leave it up to you whenever you want to stop the guessing. Just throw the stop signs up, please and thank you. Okay, I'm back. This knife has been in my pocket like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like this. I love this knife. This is the Ferromonster Ferox. I love this knife so much that it actually inspired a new design because of its elegance and its simplicity. I don't like my design doesn't look anything like this, but it was the idea of this and the aesthetic of this knife and what it made me feel that led to me designing a knife, another knife. So I'm super, super excited for that one. I'm diversifying the makers that I work with, so it won't be just one maker pumping out, one knife every 6 months for me. I'll have two makers working in conjunction with each other. Oh, I almost totally forgot. Um, Here, let's do the number first. All right, the number was 613. So 613. So who got the closest to that? Wait, gone fishing, going nuclear. Okay, hold on a sec. Should we let Big Ben in? He sent right after I threw the stop sign. Oh, I see what you're saying. So, not that it matters because he wasn't close to the number, but for future reference, um, it's one of those things where anything that comes after the stop sign can't be included because let's say I were to include Big Ben's guess. Well, what if somebody guessed right after him? Or if somebody guessed like right after that? I might have three people guess within 1 second of the stop signs being up, and it's hard to figure out where to draw the line. So I would say just moving forward, anything under the stop signs, no matter how close it is, wouldn't be counted towards the giveaway. And that's not to be a dick. That's just because that's where it logically makes sense to draw the line is whenever you literally make a line of stop signs. So, ground fog had 611. All right, is ground fog the closest? 611, 611. I'm scanning. I'm scanning. Yeah, I think 611 is going to take it. I don't see anybody closer. All right, congratulations to Ground Fog, bro. This thing is all yours. Do exactly what I asked the first person to do, and hit me up. Uh, put giveaway in the title. Send me your first and last name, your street address, and then a screenshot of your login, your YouTube login page, just so I know it's you and not somebody trying to steal your knife. And then let's bounce on to the third and final giveaway. As soon as I put a sticky note on this one. So it was Ground Fog. Okay, so Brown Sugar, send me an email with just your first and last name and your street address, and then I will send Mike's knife to you, and you can experiment with the handles. But you have to send me that email. Still put giveaway, Brown Sugar. Put giveaway in the title, so it's easy for me to find. Um, and then I'll send it to you, and then you can send it to Mike. Let me notate that down real quick. Going to Brown Sugar. All right, so instead of looking for Mike's email, I'm going to look for Brown Sugar's email. I'm looking at the screen. What did I miss? So my number was 613. So if we have a 611, that's only two away. If we have 617, that's four away. Oh, I'm retarded. That's what you guys are saying. I'm an idiot. I thought it was 611. I'm looking at chat now. I can see that it was only 511, which means, unfortunately, Ground Fog did not win because he was not the closest. It was the fact that I read it and I thought it said 611. So I, in fact, am the dummy. And let me find the two people that had 617. You guys are already probably telling me who they are on the bottom. John Wren, Oregon. That is absolutely correct. Yep. I looked right at it and I, in my head, was like, that's 611. That was not 611. That was 511. So who are the two people that had 617? Because we need to do a showdown between those two. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to look. Burt Relic had 617, and James McCann 2821 said Burt Relic can have it. Was James McCann the other person who had 617? Yes, he was. All right, so Burnt Relic is the winner. Man, guys, that was my bad. I definitely just made numbers up in my head and confused everybody, and that's on me. So, Burnt Relic, do me a favor, hit me up here, send the put giveaway in the title, send me a screenshot of your YouTube login page, first and last name, and street address. It will be mailed out tomorrow, sir. Okay, so That's done. And now we have our third and final giveaway. After I label this one. And I got to say, huge thank you to you guys and the moderators for catching that mistake, because I definitely, don't get me wrong, I'm sure somebody would have told me, or the person that I thought won would have been like, hey, I didn't actually win. I'm sure they would have said that. But I super appreciate you guys being on top of stuff and catching it, because I was just rolling through that. I was positive it was one and done. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to write down a range. I'm going to reuse this paper. For this, we're going to go. All right, so this one's going to be 350 to 500. So mods, go ahead and get it ready. And I've got my number, so I'm ready to launch whatever you guys are. The final knife for giveaway tonight is going to be the CJRB Pyrite. This is the steel edition. So button lock ARPM9, I believe. Yeah, ARPM9. Yep, that is correct. So, the original, right? The one hit wonder of CGRB. They're not a one hit wonder, but like this knife definitely put them on the map. Um, Despite it being steel, it doesn't feel heavy. It's massively milled out on the inside for weight relief. Um, I mean, it basically feels like titanium, but and the blade and the handle matching, I think makes it look a little cheap. I think if they'd have done a dark stone wash on this, it would have looked way better. But good knife, solid detent. They've made so many of these, it would be hard for them to make it bad. Like, yeah, just a dope knife in general. So that will be the third and the final giveaway tonight. And then after that, I'm going to have to stock up on some knives. All right. So moderators, did you guys put up the go sign? Moderators, can you put up the go sign? Anyone that's put their guess in, please resubmit your guess after the green signs go up. Moderators, can you guys get the stop signs up for me? Not the stop signs, but the green lights. You guys can go ahead and start the giveaway. Oh, my bad, guys. My chat stopped. Oh, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. You guys already did it. Beautiful. I've refreshed. We are back. Yeah, that was my bad, guys. I didn't see green signs. My chat had completely stopped, and I didn't see green signs going up at all. So I was just sitting there waiting, like, "Hey guys, can you get green signs up?" And on your guys' end, you already saw green signs. So what we're gonna do is we're going to run it back. We're gonna do that one more time. Everybody stick to your original guess, and everyone that missed out, everyone that put stuff up after the stop sign, um, enter yours in before the stop signs go up. So we'll run it back. We'll do 60 seconds. Everybody get your guess back in, and then you can change your guess if you want to. But no, we're doing it again. No, I know, old man. I know, brother. We're doing it again though. Do over situation. Just because there's so many people that entered after the stop sign because they were confused by me that I can't just exile all of those people from it. Moderators were doing what they were supposed to. Chat was doing what it was supposed to. But since my screen froze, I didn't know what was going on. So we're going to run it back. Yes, the green signs are going to go back up. And then after that, people are going to start guessing. Nothing happens until the green signs go up. All right, now that the green hearts are up, you can start guessing. Range is 350 to 500. Goodbye, Frank White. Have a good one, bro. Make sure to unsubscribe on your way out. Appreciate that. Hey, Sergeant Maximus, welcome in, brother. And then moderators, you guys can throw up the stop signs whenever you feel it's appropriate. Oh yeah, I'll totally own up to my mistakes, guys. Yeah, that was my bad. The chat wasn't moving, and I was like, "Why aren't we kicking this giveaway off? I don't understand what's going on." And then somebody said, it popped up and it started moving, and somebody said refresh, and I did, and then I was like, "Oh, the green signs were up the entire time." Okay, Oh, everybody can see him except for me? Damn, that's wild. So I get it. It's a little confusing, but we take those bumps, we roll with them. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who didn't lose their mind over that slight error and like freak out and leave the chat. I do appreciate those that stuck around. I know minor inconveniences can really blow some people's mind, but it means a lot that, you know, the ones that we're going to leave left. Actually, we have more people in here now than whenever I started the third giveaway, so I guess more people showed up. But yes, I'm happy that we can suffer through little minor bumps in the road and still be okay. All right, the number is 448. So in the third round only, who had 448? Oh, hey, Faradis Greg. Appreciate you, bro. Good looking out, man. Thank you. Oh, Frank White, you're sticking around? You're more than welcome to be here, brother. You just complained a whole lot, though. And if it's so miserable here, why are you still around? You hate it so much you're just coming back just to sit here and enjoy it? Or was the inconvenience not that big of a deal? Were you being a little drama baby? I know it's blowing your mind at the fact that we had started and my screen didn't refresh and I didn't see it. So then we started again. It's not the end of the world. It's a slight bump in the road, bro. Nothing to lose your mind over. Ooh, Killer Karma and Roger Baker both had 448. Looks like it's a showdown. All right, so we run these showdowns. Only the two people, only Killer Karma and Roger Baker get to guess. And it's going to be a small number range. So we're going to play the same game just with those two. Just for those two, the range is 30 to 50. So this is only for the two people that guessed 448. Those two people have to guess within this range, 30 to 50, and then whoever gets closest is the winner. Okay. So throw up the green signs, moderators, whenever you're ready, and then we'll have two people guess, and then we'll uh, go. All right, Killer Karma says 46. Roger Baker says 45. 43 was the number. So Roger Baker takes it by one. Super close. Roger Baker, the CJRB Pyrite is yours, sir. Where did that guy go? What was his name? Frank White. Where'd Frank White go? I like him. I'd like it if he stuck around. Do me a favor, send me an email with your first and last name, your street address, and a screenshot of your YouTube login. That way I know someone isn't trying to steal your knife. And put giveaway in the title for me, please. So congratulations to tonight's winners. That is absolutely fantastic. Super pumped for you guys. Abby Normal, thank you so much for the jewels. Very much appreciated. And guys, I've kept you all so late. One, thank you for sticking around. Two, thank you for reminding me of the triple giveaway. And you guys know I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I see you guys in all the live chats. I see you guys like day in and day out. We're all just kicking it, and it's awesome. I mean, this is absolutely part of my family, and having you guys here every night with me is just not every night, but every Sunday night has been a real blessing. So thank you for everything that you guys do for the channel. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for everything you guys do for me and all the love and support. One last thing. Your boy's got a knife out, guys. I have an actual knife out that's actually buyable. It's the KB Get Some. I haven't even gotten to handle one yet, but I'm super, super excited about it. And even cooler than that, let me see if I can find it. Oh, check this out, guys. Check this out. I'm on the freaking designers page. Look at that. Sever 7. I'm a damn designer. Wouldn't you know? Hell yeah. Look at that. They got my face and everything up there. They have a synopsis of me. They've got the knives. I've been collecting knives for the past 4 years and reviewing them on YouTube for nearly two. What started as a passion for great design, materials, and craftsmanship quickly grew into a love for sharing knives with the community. I'm also a proud father of two boys, Raiden and Rowan, who remind me every day to stay curious and keep learning. While I never set out to become a knife designer, the opportunity has always been incredibly rewarding and has given me a whole new appreciation for creativity, engineering, and hard work that go into bringing a knife from concept to reality. So, so I wrote that. Um, and I have my face here, and the whole thing makes me super happy. So I can't believe it took me until this part of the stream to share it with you guys. But yeah, it's super super freaking cool. I designed this knife 2.5 years ago. Does it look like other knives? Yeah, of course it does. Um, the reason I designed it this way was because I didn't know how to draw curves. So I was like, okay, what's my perfect knife if I can't draw curves at all? And this is what I came up with. And then I got a curve in here, but I got some help from Kubi with that. So, but yeah, yeah. 2.5 years ago, I made this thing, and it's finally available. It's already got a review out from TC Blades, and I haven't even touched it yet. So, anyway, guys, you got that? You look at me, look? No, don't be like that. Um, My hair looks pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My hair looks pretty dope there. So anyway, yeah, it just feels good. I know it's a small thing, but like it's a feels good thing. So anyway, thanks for staying on so late with me, guys. Thanks for getting through the giveaway speed bumps. Nothing but love and appreciation for you guys. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Father's Day, an amazing rest of your night, and peace, guys.